Ladies and gentlemen of the living and the dead, my name is Ari Esther, and I am your friendly neighbor, Copernicanus, who fears all things horror. Happy Wednesday! Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Oh, my shoulder's really stiff today, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why. It's because... I had really bad posture today. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, CJ fan. I've been feeling somewhat bad, but I don't feel as bad today. I hope that you're feeling really good. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you feel better soon. Hope that everything in the game is going really well. It's going. It's going. We have a TAURUSAURus now. Gotta be good, right? And there's dinosaurs involved. It's gotta be good. Hello, Brondo. Hello, One Brain Cell. What's up? How is everyone doing this fine Wednesday night? Is it a fine Wednesday night? Honestly, I don't know. But I'm here. I'm ready to play games. That's all that really matters right now. That is all that really matters right now. We're back today with more Ace Attorney Investigation. Ace Attorney Investigations. We're on our last case, I think. Yeah, we're on our last case. What does that mean? It means I'm going to have to do a lot of mental gymnastics. Alright, let's get the game loaded up. Alright, so we are investigating the death of the president of Zhengfa. It's a TAURUSAURus and a movie in the making is involved, and Fifi the guard, our friend Fifi, is on trial, but the murder weapon has mysteriously gone missing. So that's where we're at. Francesca was supposed to be prosecuting this case, but Fifi's, the murder weapon that Fifi used has mysteriously gone missing. So that's where we're at right now. We're at the courthouse. It's the first time we've seen a courtroom in this half of the game. Alright, we did find that knife, didn't we, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought we did, Kay! I thought we did. Oh yeah, we found it in Fifi's alligator. We found it in Fifi's alligator. Oh, Gavel is under suspicious of killing the president of Zhengfa. I forgot about that part. Oh, and Eustace, we arrested Eustace's dad, and Eustace has gone missing. Yeah, I forgot about all of this, but anyway, that's what's happening right now. Anyway, there's Fifi. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator. Someone steal it or what? Oh. It's the Gina! Miss Berry, Mr. Saint, are you here to watch a trial? I heard it was going to be a real fun show. Do you know where we need to go? Regina Princess? Regina Princess, I have bad news for you. This trial for the cows is nearly convicted for. You should be starting any minute now. Mr. Saint, I have news for you. You're late because of practice. It's somewhere around here, right? It was. It's kind of a problem. They lost some evidence, the knife and the chisel. So they called a recess and kicked us all out of the courtroom. They can't. They're not going to arrest you again, are they? Regina! Regina's a little happy about that. Saw how easy it was to upset you. Oh, here comes Franziska. Here comes Franziska. I don't know why I call her Francesca for a second. Francina, Friendarella. Okay, just chill. Come on, put the whip away. It is of a so-called prosecutor. I'll find him. Oh, they think Eustace stole evidence. I'll make him eat whip for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I see. Hello, Fender. Calm her down. Oh. Alright, let's talk to Franziska. Hello, Franziska. Hi, Franziska. Good morning. You shouldn't be here. You know you're not in the right line of work anymore. My investigation took me here. Franziska's very mad at Edgeworth. Be at home planning whatever it is you mean to do with the rest of your life. Okay, Franziska. What's going on with the trial? Wipe that infuriatingly reasonable look off your face. You're like a news anchor calmly reading the news or something. Okay. Let's talk about Knight's murder. Never imagined you'd be the one prosecuting this case, Franziska. Nor did I, but what a case. The murder of a presidential bodyguard. And by the warden of a prison, no less. The murder weapon was properly entered into the evidence and everything. And yet, when you went to present the knife to the court, it wasn't there. Alright. We got whipped because Eustace is not here. Yeah, can you go whip him? I don't want to be whipped. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else we can say to her, so let's just leave it at that for now. Let's find out what's going on with Fender. Hey, Fender, buddy. Hello. Oh, of course he says hi to Kay first. I mean, I would too, but you know. Alright, we need to be thinking about this trial right now, okay? Alright, what have you got to tell me? We need to dig up the missing evidence, the lickety-split. We can't count on them putting the trial on hold much longer. It's a stumper, alright? Only some kind soul would offer to go find it for us? Is the kind soul me and Kay? I hope and notice you still haven't asked for your prosecutor's badge back. Finally said to come walk the path of righteousness with me and your old man? Not quite. Committee has my badge, that much is true, but I haven't given up just yet. Edgeworth is still deciding. He's having a midlife crisis. Thanks, Fender. So kind. Only somebody would go sniff out the evidence for us. Fender? Fender! Fine, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do what we can, but that might not be much in 15 minutes. Remy will buy you as much time as we can. Do you want me to bang that hammer off hers until you made it back with the goods I promised? Alright, thank you. Alright, now we gotta go search for some missing evidence while we were, while we were supposed to be in the middle of a murder investigation. Come on, Franziska, I'm here to help. Fine, alright, we'll stall the trial for as long as we can. Better get your ex-prosecutor behind in gear. Yes, ma'am. I quite like having you run errands for me. Alright. I'm glad you're having a good time, Franziska. Mr. Saint wants to help. Oh, Regina wants to play. Absolutely, you can do whatever you want, princess. Hello, Zoe. Well, pay me grin, call me a pickle. It's strain time. Yes. We're about to go look for some missing evidence. No idea how it went missing. It's not even really our case, but... You go speak to a certain somebody. Oh, we gotta go find Eustace?
Take that!
Supposed custodian of the evidence in question, Eustace Winner. Alright. Alright, Franziska and Fender is gonna go do their thing. And Ezra is gonna go do his thing. What's your cat's favorite trait? They're not my cat. They just show up on Wednesdays when they feel like it. They don't tell me anything about them, so I don't know what their favorite treat is. They just hang out. They don't really say anything. I think they're just here to chill. They're just here to chill. Oh, hello, Goodell. Hi. A pleasure as always. Yeah. Yeah. Kay, that's not how it works, okay? Kay's very, very naive sometimes. Alright. Be disheartened from forgiving? I mean, she is a judge. She can't really prosecute without... She can't really hand down a verdict without, evidence. Oh yeah, we have questions for you. What were you doing on the roof of the big building 2 nights ago? Yes. You met the president up there, didn't you? Seen security footage of the two of you. Only that his body was discovered this morning, right next to the very same building. You alright there, Gabelle? Yes, I think you understand what I'm getting at. You're considered a suspect. Happened between the two of you. Nothing, we simply talked for a few minutes, and when we were done, I left. I took the elevator back downstairs alone. Okay, so we know that. We've seen the footage. And what business do you have with the leader of a foreign power? She's not at liberty to say! A conspiracy is at foot. Oh no! Andrew, they're supposed to be looking for evidence! You gonna engage in mental chess? Can we not? Way too early for this. The souls of mice and birds, probably? Maybe one brain cell, maybe. Kitty's not saying anything, so... I don't know if they want to talk about treats right now. Also, Saint's hair looks like sickles? They do? Maybe. Alright, Ezra's gonna do his favorite pastime. Alright, here comes... Here comes... Mind chess. We gotta say hi to Dmitry Polyakov. Hi, Dmitry Polyakov. The cat has no response, Rondo. The cat has no response whatsoever. I think it's also getting geared up for mind chess. It's also getting geared out for mind chess. Oh no, she has 4 pieces! This is not gonna go down well for me. We'll simply discuss professional matters! Matters I'm not obliged to discuss with you. And Claire's gonna have to work hard to get past her professional offenses. You're gonna work hard, you mean I'm gonna have to work hard! She puts up too impenetrable a facade. I'll probably be better off biding my time. Okay. No, I hate mind chess. What did you talk to the president about? They told you professional matters. Professional matters which I do not intend to share with you. Bide my time! I must say, you're a very busy woman. A judge, a committee member, and occasional aid to us in the field even. Okay, and do those duties include meeting with foreign dignitaries? Oh, of course, from time to time. The law is my life. Nothing I do falls outside the scope of my duties. Turned case promise notebook to us just this morning. Surely you can't claim that fell within the scope of your duty. Wait, that was this morning? Oh, I feel like a lifetime ago. Feels like a lifetime ago. That was an act of simple human kindness. Your feelings, Judge Gaval, you're allowed to have them. Val, the president's dead to Deb. Ezra just became a therapist on the fly. How did he die? He was crushed to death by the head of a monster. A monster known as TAURUSAURUS. Why are there so many references to the Taurus constellation in this game? Forgive me, I should probably explain. Is that true? He died on the set of the movie? He did. Interesting that you should even know what TAURUSAURUS is. I imagine I heard about it from Eustace. Something about them shooting a movie somewhere near the big building. Alright. She's clearly very upset about something. She mentioned Mr. Winter, who seems to have disappeared along with the vital evidence. Perhaps she won't tell us what she discussed with the president. We should try to find out what else she might be hiding. Okay. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're digging. Where's Mr. Winter? Franziska stepped in to take Mr. Winter's place in the trial, but how was she supposed to prosecute the case if he never handed her over the evidence? My interest is solely in ensuring that a trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. If once it has, vital evidence cannot be presented, it should surprise no one that the accused goes free. Buy my time! I'm a judge, a servant of the law. My personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. You have no personal feeling when it comes to Mr. Winter's disappearance? Of course I do. I worry about him terribly too. If I was like his mom. You're worried about somebody else as well? Does that mean there's somebody else you're worried about as well? Damn. She's having a moment of weakness and Edgeworth is just like catching those words. I imagine the identity might explain your strangely agitated state. No, she doesn't know what we're talking about. I'm certain of the law. My feelings are immaterial. We're all servants of the law, all of us who stand in the courtroom. But we're not superhuman! You, me, everybody else. We're just people underneath it all. Much as we like to bury our feelings and remain partial, that simply isn't possible. Are we still playing mind chess? I feel like we're playing mind therapy right now. You're right, of course. I'm in no fit state to offer impartial judgment. Just tell us the truth. What's going on? Oh no, she's freaking out! Never seen her lose her composure like this. I should ask her who this person she's so worried about is. Alright, this is the first time we're seeing a different sprite that we have not seen before from Gaval. Alright. Are you about TAURUSAURUS? I really don't have time for jokes, Mr. Edgeworth. It's not a joke. When I told you how the president was killed, you seemed surprised when I mentioned that he was crushed by TAURUSAURUS. I was simply shocked at learning how he died and where. A half-built film set on an empty lot. How does she know that? Is there something wrong with where he died? That's not true at all. It's just film sets are places where dreams are made, and instead a great man meet his end there. I only hope that the utmost care is taken when the news is shared with the cast and crew. A crew member found him. I'm afraid the cast and crew already know. We met two of them at the scene, a crew member and a young actor, Sean Fenn. Is she related to Sean? Something about the TAURUSAURUS connection really seems to be upsetting her. That might have proved to be a valuable clue. Alright. Are you worried about Mr. Winner? It's not been since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course I'm worried about him. But this could also be a valuable test for him. Bide my time! He chose to disappear and he can choose to reappear. And the other person you're worried about can't? It's not something I'm at liberty to talk about. I don't know what might happen to that poor child if I did. Oh. That poor child? Who do you mean? Nobody. It was nothing. Ignore it. Judging by the look on her face, it definitely shouldn't. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Alright, let's start again. Who are you worried about? Apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that. Time to deploy my clue. So this poor child is missing, and you're desperate to find them? And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming that this person is a minor. Okay, has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president? Alright, we're deploying another clue. Someone from the movie, isn't it? He seems to get very sensitive every time I mention TAURUSAURUS. The poor child you mentioned has something to do with the movie, don't they? How did you... Edgeworth is very good at this, I'm just saying. You're usually so cool and collected. Your discomfort told me everything I needed to know. Who is this poor child? You have to tell us. You figured out so much already. I might as well tell you the truth. The person I'm so worried about, the person I'm so desperate to find, is Sean Fenn. But why? There's more than I can allow you to know. Alright, here we go. If you don't give it up voluntarily, we'll have to force it from you. I'm afraid you're just going to have to accept that. Alright, here we go. This is so hard. This is giving me anxiety. I need to get her to tell me why she's so desperate to find Shaw. Maybe they're related? They have the same hair color. I don't even know anymore. Hey. Are you a fan? Am I? Okay, yes. Oh, she's saying she is. I'm an ardent admirer of the work of Sean Fenn, child actor extraordinaire. Bide my time. Heard that he was filming near the big building, so I made it my business to learn where the set was and some other important details. Suppose that makes sense as a fan. You'd want to know such things. I imagine you'd also have tried to learn when he was supposed to be on set. Of course. He said he'll be filming there all day today. Did you hear that from Sean himself? I don't think he'd be sharing his schedule with a mere fan, do you? I misspoke. Ignore me. Every slip up the tongue she makes seems to be to do with Sean. Now we know she's spoken with him. That's an important clue. Do you know where he is? We're trying to find Sean too. Do you have any idea where he might be? Why would I have any idea about that? Two of us aren't connected in any way at all. Oh, he's giving her the silent treatment. Nice floating bishop. Yeah, actually, the assets of this game is quite nice. Okay, so that's not good. Do you know him? Do you know Sean personally? He's famous. Is he? I doubt there are many people who do not know him. Certainly didn't until today. And you clearly what? Need to be better informed. There's almost nothing I don't know about. Oh, there's almost nothing you don't know about him. Forgive me? You're awfully passionate about this. Allow myself to get carried away. That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Sean comes up. I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him. Alright, you must have spoken to him though. I can understand you're being worried about Sean, but you seem a little too worried. And you implied before that you had spoken to him, which must surely mean that you know him personally. How did you give away so much? Edgeworth is very good at what he does. So the two of you are acquainted. This is surely an important clue. Alright. Trying to find Sean too. Do you have any idea where he might be? Okay, the two of us. Okay, here we go. We deploy our clue. I don't know what exactly the connection is between you and Sean, but I know for certain that it exists. You've as good as told us that it does. Please, Jessica Val, you have to help us try and find him. It would never be allowed. By whom? The goddess of justice? By the one person who knows where he is? Person who kidnapped him? At last, the puzzle pieces are finally starting to fall into place. I know why you're so reluctant to tell us anything about your relationship with Sean. Admit it. He's been kidnapped, hasn't he? Judge Gaval, I need you to tell me the truth. All of it! Alright. Alright, whoa. Your intuition was correct. Sean has been kidnapped. But why does that have anything to do with you? Sean is her son! Alright, my jelly was right. I mean, I have found out what she and President Wen were talking about, but we found out something just as important. Sean has been abducted. Not exactly the endgame I was expecting, but that's checkmate nonetheless. Alright, well that was, Ezra, can we do less of that? It's very difficult on my baby heart. No way? You're too young? It's true, I am Sean's mother. Look. Magazine clipping. An article about Sean, you always carry this with you? Everywhere I go, I guess you call it a kind of a talisman. And you're sure he's been kidnapped? Fortunately, yes, I received a phone call from the kidnapper just before the trial began. They make any demands? Only one, that Fifi Lagarde be found not guilty. That certainly explains what we saw in there. Alright. Another kidnapping case is our final case in the Ace Attorney game. That's why you came so close to declaring her innocent. Mama! That's right, Gabelle is a mama! I failed in my duty to the law. I'm a judge. If I cannot arbitrate with impartiality, I make a mockery of justice. And yet, I tried to. Forced through a ruling based on nothing but my own self-interest. Judge Gaval, the goddess must be furious with me. I think the goddess understands. I think the goddess understands, Gaval. Couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. Of course she couldn't. Are you crazy? Okay, so funny. No parent could just give up on their child like that. Well, tell that to Excelsius! That makes the goddess of justice mad, and I'm sorry, but she's wrong. If she really thinks that way, then she's the guilty one. Declaring the goddess guilty? That's bold. Okay, he's right, as I told you, though we all serve the law, we're also only human, and none of us could or should be expected to sacrifice a child for the sake of a verdict. The trial must continue, there's no escaping that. Alright. Seems it is time. Okay, speaking up. My dad was a prosecutor. Yeah. He used to work in a courtroom just like you do. And I was thinking, if about what he would have done if he was in your position right now. The prosecutor were forced to insist that a clearly innocent suspect be found guilty. I know what he would have done. Anything, that's what. He would have done anything to get me back. So what I'm trying to say is, you can trust us. To get him back, to snatch him from the jaws of danger! The second Yatagarasu, if you agree to trust me, I promise I'll get him back for you. Okay! She's so kind sometimes. Well, actually, she's kind all the time, but especially now. The thief who steals only the truth and perhaps one or two other things. Well, Judge Cavell, what do you say? Do you trust the great thief to steal back that which matters most to you? I'd like to help too, if that's alright with you. You're welcome, Judge! Finally, her own words. She's an awful judge. To be fair, other than the weird, like, the weird being in court situation where her logic sometimes goes off on the rails, she does care quite a bit about justice. So I will give her that. You go, girl. That's right. And now I'm in no position to ask you of this, but please see that he comes home safely. All right. Here, take my cell phone. The kidnapper may call again. Is that not the TAURUSAURUS on her phone? I will do everything I can to draw out the trial, but I don't imagine I can give you more than about 2 hours at best. 2 hours? That gives us until 2 p.m. Alright. Always on incredibly short timelines. But it's okay. Time works differently in detective games. 3 hours is like 2 minutes. Hold on to your hat because she's back in business. Let's do this. Can't afford to mess up. Alright, better start looking right away. Where to begin? Oh, let's go talk to Agent Lee! Perhaps we should see if Sean left any clues behind the big building. Is that so? Then what am I? I'm the assistant! You're just being relegated to Thief's assistant. Alright. Alright, Kay's having a great time! April 6th, 12:10 p.m. Big building. Laza. Alright, here we are. Just follow my lead? Yeah, what exactly are you talking about? Even the depths of night! Oh. Kay! Kay, we're at the time limit! How is anybody supposed to know that if we didn't announce our appearance? Kay! Kay! You realize thieves are supposed to work on the DL! In the depth of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world blind. That one is me, for I'm the great Yatagarasu. Kay! Kay! We're in a time crunch! Come on! You don't have time for fun. Less than 2 hours. We better get started. Alright, well, we have the photo. Let's show it to a few people, see if it jogs memories. Alright, begin investigation. Alright, let's start off with this guy who we seem to have met before. Hello, Mr. Powers. He's an action star I met on Old Case. He's also the man behind the mask of the one and only Steel Samurai. Long time no see indeed. Alright, Mr. Powers. Okay, Mr. Powers, I have questions for you. Yeah, we have questions. I don't know if I can be of much help to you, but sure. Alright. So I'll be one of Sean's work colleagues. I guess we better just dive right in. Alright, here we go. About the incident! Heard you were investigating this one, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes. I'm not the prosecutor in charge, of course. But if you're okay, here's a sister. I guess this is her case. No. No. Okay, let's get to the part that's important. Perhaps you could give me... What? Huh? I think you're confusing him, Kay! Is it all over for the production? Are we done? I can't help but worry. I think it's probably safe to assume that you are, at least for now. A throwback! That's right! I didn't imagine we'd see Mr. Powers here, but I should have imagined. What a bummer. You don't have the location for much longer either. Because you were due to finish shooting soon? Because they're due to start building. That lot won't be empty for long. They were letting us use it while they get ready to make a start. Yes, the plan was to shoot the rest on the lot back at Global Studios. Be so worried about everything, what with people spreading all these rumors too. Rumors? This journalist keeps coming around. Y'all been hiding real monster on that. Oh, Laura, please. I see. Photographer, right? Thought you maybe knew her. But you're not, are you hiding real monsters? No. If they had real monsters to call out, I'd be out of a job. So you've all been working hard on the movie? It's the first time I've been on a reboot of an old series. This one's been a real challenge for me and everybody else over at Global Studios. What role are you playing in this one? I'm TAURUSAURUS himself. Not quite. I'm in a costume. Yeah, he's always in a costume. Yeah, he's always in a costume. You think I could try it on sometime? I settled for just climbing inside one of the horns. I love to say yes, but that's not how it works. You can't really climb inside that part. Yeah, I don't think you're understanding what's going on. Alright, tell me about Sean. Can I ask you a couple questions about Sean? Can he tell me what happened? He just disappeared, right? Sounds like him. Does he do that a lot? Kinda. If we take 5 minutes to shoot, you look around, sometimes he's just gone. Do you have any idea where he might have headed off to? No, I did see him leaving the set, though. Where was he headed? He got on the side bus, but I was checking some equipment over, and by the time I looked back, he was gone. A side bus? I wonder if he left any clues behind. Do you mind if we take a look inside the bus? Sure, you have to excuse the mess, though. Alright, let's see what we can find! Thanks, Mr. Powers! Is this the bus? Where would Sean have been sitting? It's a seat with the backpack on it. There's something poking out of it. A videotape? Use these when we're shooting. Why would Sean have one? Is this something he wanted to record? This could be a clue. You have to wait for us to check what's on the tape. Alright, they got monitors ready to go. Let's see what's on this tape. Sean, is he rehearsing his lines? Sean's down his arm running his line. It's clearly a visible footprint right there, which means this must be from last night. He does this sometimes. When he's not happy with the scene, he borrows the equipment and goes over it on his own time. Very dedicated! He may be young, but he takes his craft seriously. You gotta admire it. That part of it, at least. The using the kit without asking part, not so much. He would have been able to use the equipment on his own? Sure, if all he wanted to do was shoot something pretty basic. Where did Sean go? He ran off somewhere and just left the camera running? Stopped. I guess he ran out of takes. That's all that's on there? Sean's rehearsal? Sean's rehearsal tape data judgment organizer. Alright, we've got a little bit of info. Mr. Power is one of my favorite cases next to our case. Isn't he involved in 2 cases? The murder, the one at the hotel and the one at the studio? Case has gone missing. All that stuff there is normally stored inside a larger case, but I looked away for 5 minutes and it's wandered off somewhere. What exactly was taken? Okay, a stolen case. Stolen from next to the site bus, its contents were left behind. Oh, like a actual case. Okay, I thought it was like a case, but no, it's a case where you can put things in. Guess whoever took it must have needed the case more than its contents. They need to put something in it. Like Sean, I see where you're going with this. It's a map of the area around the big building. Let's take a closer look. Don't recall, just remember the studio one. Yeah, the studio was from the earlier game, and I think the hotel one is from the third game, where Maya gets kidnapped by the killer. There's a garbage processing facility right next to the fishing port here. They process garbage they pull out to sea or something? Yes, they might, but I doubt that's all they deal with. Alright, they're talking about trash now. Oh, case going off about recycling. Here's the big building. It's where we are right now. It's kind of cool looking, but I still can't quite bring myself to like it. I'm not surprised. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you never want to come here again. And then Kay wants to come back for funsies. I see. Alright, what else do we got? Come on, let's keep going. There's a lot of chatter when we're on the case. What else we got? Sundown sanitation plant? They make cleaning products? No. I think they just incinerate all the garbage the trucks bring back. Seem a little antsy. Oh. Why are there so many different garbage facilities around here? Kay was very excited and gave us a pun. Alright, there's a park. Yeah, what do you think? Because they called it Morning 10 Park. Alright, then we have a Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum, they hold all kinds of events there. Oh, there was supposed to be a worldly symposium there. So cool, things from all over the planet gather around one place. I see. Alright, I don't think there's anything else here. But we looked at everything anyway. Hello, officer. What are you doing here? I'm just keeping an eye on things. Yeah, has any vehicle come in and out this morning? None except the taxi and that blue truck. Only 2 vehicles have come in and out that could be useful to know. Alright, we've got some more clues. We've got vehicle activity. Thank you, officer. You may go back to your duties. Hello, taxi driver. Did you take in any passenger here this morning? So which we're pointing at? You bet I did. Just the one there. Who was the passenger? It was 2 guys. Had on these black suits, real sharp looking. Have a boy with him? This boy. No. Like I said, it was just the 2 of them. Alright, never mind. Thank you for your help. Thought we might be onto something there, but no luck. Alright, 2 men took a taxi from the big building. They didn't have a child with them. Okay, we took a look at the taxi. What else is going on here? What's this? Okay. Okay, I don't think he's in the truck. What is this, though? The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while. If it's been parked here for a while, I guess the driver might not be nearby either. We don't really have time to stand around waiting until they get back. Alright. It's a blue truck that's been jotting down our organizer. midday already. Think judging on the others are doing okay? Well, how long is it realistically possible to drag out proceedings, I wonder? Huh? Oh no, it's Lotta. Lotta and Lloyd! They're here scooping, looking for Scoop again. Look who it is! Oh, I can't help but wish it wasn't. When did those two get here? Should go talk to them? Should we? Bye. I don't think there's anything else to look at anyway. Let's go talk to Lotta and her assistant. Miss Lloyd calls you cheap, doesn't she? Sure does, because that's exactly what I am. She's my #1 cub reporter. She's my unique brand of shutterbugging caught her eyes. She came to me to learn the trade. She'll be a scribbler, not a snapper, but both of us are hungry for Scoop Soup 24/7. Besides, she doesn't want to be called Chief, right? Alright. Suppose it's no surprise that this particular chief attracted an apprentice with such unique taste. Okay. Alright, do you have anything actually useful for me? You training this place upside down all day looking for leads? You should know something about the kidnapping. Alright. Alright, tell me about your scoop! TAURUSAURUS, that's what? They done dropped him right in my dang lap. Okay. If a particular news outlet you mind for the big scoop? Got me 2 or 3 in mind. They'll be all over this like a rash. There's even one more here in the big building. Tabby and me were in and out of here all the time. Mostly on account of how fond they seem to be of throwing us out of on your own. Okay, okay. What if we show her the rehearsal tape? Do you think she liked this photo? Okay. Alright, let's go talk to Tabby real quick. Hi, Tabby! Sup, girl? You alright? How come you're here if you don't mind me asking? Alright. They kind of dropped the whole case out of nowhere, packed me up and shipped me home without so much as a slap on the wrist. Guess it was their way of saying you keep up the good work. They did seem kind of keen to get me to never ever mention the whole thing ever again, though. Because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life. Can't afford to have you getting in the way of that. Telling Tabby not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from bursting with a piece of tape. Alright. Wrote up the whole thing, of course, every last detail plus a few of my own. Headed into the paper, hopes all high and all. But nothing. Okay. Suddenly putting pressure on them, or were the details you added a little too gratuitous, perhaps? Both seem equally plausible, unfortunately. Alright. What are you doing here at the big building? Are you reporting on something? Maybe I didn't make this clear. What? Oh no. Give me something you can use for the article? Alright, perhaps I could show her a piece of evidence and see if she has anything to give me in return. Would you like a photograph? Miss Lloyd, this picture. Oh, you know what you're gonna ask? You do? Looking for him, right? The kid? Just can't get out from under the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the bodies fall in Miles Edgeworth's trouble magnet. Excuse me? Pretty much sums you up. Excuse me? I'm not, my name is not Edogawa Conan, okay? People don't die when I'm in town. Gosh. Now you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping too. Crazy. How did you know it was a kidnapping? I even told the chief about it. Gotta keep it on the down low. That ain't a kid I want out of bag just yet. Seriously, how do you know about it? Surely Judge Gabel hasn't told anybody except us. I bet you just love to know, wouldn't you? Well, you can. It's a secret. Oh, here we go. You know something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I done saw it. Little kid being bundled off by two shady characters in black suits. Oh. You know where they went? Don't got a clue. They was kind of far away when I spotted them. Lost sight pretty quick. So at least we know something about our kidnappers now. Two men in black. Alright, I think that's all we're gonna get from her for now. Lord, working like dogs got the heart rate. She does, doesn't she? Alright, let's do some logic. Alright, so we have two men taking a taxi, and then two men who took Sean away. Let's connect that and see if that helps. Alright, that's a connection right there. So we learned a little something about the kidnappers. Miss Lloyd saw two men taking Sean away. And the taxi driver remembers giving two similar-looking men a ride. Must be the same people, right? I say it's a distinct possibility, yes, but there's one thing that doesn't make sense. The taxi driver says specifically that the two men didn't have a child with them. Alright. Let's do some more. Stolen case and no Sean. Let's connect that. See if that goes anywhere. Excellent! Excellent! Could it be the kidnappers who stole a case? What if they put Sean inside it? He's low enough that he'd fit. So the reason the taxi driver didn't see him might be that he was loaded into the trunk as baggage. Why did they need to hide him? I imagine they may not have planned it originally. But they didn't count on there being a police present here in the plaza. They didn't want the officer on duty to see them going off with Sean. They took rather drastic measures. That must be it. Alright, let's go see what the taxi driver has to say. Two men you told us about, did they have any baggage with them? A giant case! Wasn't easy getting that thing in the trunk. Okay. Yeah, where'd you take them? How about I give you a ride there? Thank you. Investigation complete. You could see it was important. April 6, 12:57 p.m. Question mark. Oh, we got kidnapped too? Please tell me we didn't also get kidnapped. The driver said he took the men to the garage of this house right here. Look at the name on the mailbox. Excelsior's winner? Isn't he currently under arrest? Garage door is unlocked. Oh, well, that just took a turn. Smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winter Senior must be something of a motorhead. Kay! Kay, seriously? You just come in and you're like, hello? Like, dude, this is a kidnapping. What if they have guns? Alright, anyway, seems nobody's around. Hopefully means we're not at risk of being arrested. Alright, time to investigate some more! Oh, this does not look like a serial killer's garage at all. With sledgehammer and shovels and stuff on the wall. Good night, it's been swell. Good night, Soul Wave. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Why are we talking about throwing around shovels? Yeah, this does not look like a serial killer's lair at all. Alright, we have a bike. Let's go over the headlight. Okay. Okay, nothing about the motorcycle. Alright, here's the case. I think we know what this is. This has to be the equipment case that Mr. Powers told us was stolen. We folded little Sean up, packed him in there, and shipped him all the way here. It's a boy K, not a piece of equipment! It's possible that he's still here. Alright, let's keep going. What's this? Huge bags of flour? Flour? Why is there flour in the garage? Oh, it's not flour, it's cement. Cement? Why is there cement in the garage? Cement, huh? What's this? Mechanics gloves. Designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working with machines. They're covered in oil that looks like it must be from the machine too. And strangely dirt, an awful lot of dirt. I doubt they would have gotten like that from motorcycle maintenance. Okay. I was about to take them into evidence, but now I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Alright, we'll take it into evidence anyway. Alright, we got the mechanics gloves. Somebody in the back? Huh? Wait, Eustace? Oh no! Eustace was also kinda sorta kidnapped. Alright, before we go into that, I wanted to take a closer look at these gloves. There's glass on the hand too. Interesting. Alright, let's go back. Wait, does this say death? Oh. Edgy! Very edgy. Alright, Eustace, you're right there, buddy? It's Mr. Winter's home too, presumably. So how do you wind up like this? I don't, Bronto, what a twist! Untie him, Kay, quickly. You're right there, Eustace? Are you okay, Eustace? I think he's adjusting. He's a little traumatized right now. How did you come to be tied up down here? I don't know. You found me. Why don't you tell me? I don't know. We don't know. Yeah. We literally just got here, bro. Not sure you're gonna be able to get much out of him like this. The worst thing about betrayal is that it never comes from an enemy. Exactly. Gotta watch your back no matter who it is. In which case, there's only one thing for it. Oh no, we're gonna play Mind Chess right now? Don't go too hard on him, might push him over the edge. Edgeworth will tread carefully, although I can't promise I'll be very good at it. Aww. I've never held back against my opponents before. 2 Mind Chess in a row! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! It's only been like a day, because apparently this happened The whole courtroom thing happened this morning. The whole, like, Excelsior's getting arrested thing happened this morning. Alright, in which case, I guess I may just have to quietly listen to what he has to say. Why am I always the last one to know? Thought up every joke. Oh no, I kind of feel sorry for him now! No! No, I kind of feel sorry for him now! I mean, he is in high school! He is in high school, so I kind of feel bad now. Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no. Okay, hold on. Let's just get through this. Let's just get through this. Alright. Alright, playing mind chess. Oh no, this is gonna be hard. Tell me what's on your mind. Even if I did, it's not like you listened to me. Just be quiet. Weren't you shouting? Objection? You always shout objection? Because there's no need to. You're really going to listen to me? Yes, yes. Learning the truth about your father can't be easy. I can only sympathize. That's true. Edward did find out the hard way that, you know, Manfred Bakama was kind of a murderer. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was losing everything I ever had in a single morning. Someone steal something from you? Oh no, he's crying! He's crying! Oh no. Oh no, everything I say is gonna upset him. Okay. Alright. He cries either way, so it's impossible to tell! Alright, oh, here we go. Okay, let's just bide my time, I guess. He does cry over everything, you're right. He does cry all the time. Okay, let's keep listening. Everything I thought I worked for, it was all a lie. Dad just made it happen. Oh, what am I supposed to believe in now? No, I feel bad for him! I feel so bad for him! Oh no, Eustace, you may be dumb. You may be dumb, but it doesn't mean you didn't try. You have to believe in yourself. You can lose faith in everything but yourself that you have to believe in, but you don't have to do it alone. Experience I can't give you, but knowledge that I'm happy to offer. I had some time to think while I was tied up like that, and I realized something. I'm not cut out to be a prosecutor. I'm incompetent? I didn't even know the right word. Let's just keep quiet. Let's not correct him. He might cry some more. I ignore. Oh no! No! I accidentally ignored him! Oh no! Oh no! No! He's here! Oh my god! He's so hard to read. All right, we gotta start from the very beginning. Okay. This is when we bide our time.
Objection.
Bide our time some more. I can't tell when I need to talk. I can't tell when I'm supposed to talk or if I'm like, or maybe when he's like crying. That's when we say something. When he's just, you know, tears in his eyes, we let him talk some more. I think you mean incompetent. But judging one's own competence is notoriously difficult, so I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better at this, Eustace, day by day, inch by inch, I swear it. Now I need to ask you something. Will you help me out? Sure, what do you want to know? First of all, thank you for calming down. Next, I want you to tell me about your kidnapping. You made me feel bad. I'll restart our entire conversation from the beginning. Yeah. Oh no. These mind chess really. I can't tell if Edgeworth is messing with his opponent's mind or he's messing with my mind. Alright, let's ask him about his kidnapping. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remember seeing and hearing. Why were you taken to your own home? Oh, someone kidnapped you, only take you back to your own home. He doesn't know, okay. Okay, let's just keep quiet. They locked me up in that box and locked me up here. I was scared. Did you happen to overhear anything you the kidnappers might have said? King once said if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house. Wait, so he was the one in the box, not Sean? The owner of this house? That's your father, isn't it? It is? I guess it is. Oh, I get it. The kidnappers were people who hated my dad. That's not it, at least not based on what else we know of the situation. There was some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winter Senior that could be a clue. Alright. What did the kidnappers want? Why does anybody kidnap anybody for a ransom, right? He's not wrong. He's actually not wrong. Okay, so this doesn't work. Let's ask him. Who were you kidnapped by? If I did, I have told you already. Your captor wanted you easily at hand, and where could be more convenient than one's own home? I hate to break it to you, Eustace, but the kidnapping was ordered by your father. Oh, so he can't prosecute the case! And he wanted me out of the way? He was going to kill me? Of course not. What good would that have done him? His own son dead in the family garage, who instantly had become the prime suspect. Right? So why did he have me kidnapped? It would have been for a ransom, not his own son. That wouldn't make sense. So his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. This could be an important clue. Okay. Any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you? Okay, he doesn't know. Okay. Why would somebody kidnap their own child if they were planning on demanding a ransom? It's kind of weird. Did anything odd happen during the kidnapping? I just answered their stupid question and then they grabbed me. What did they ask you? What was it again? They asked me if I knew Gaval. Things are starting to fall into place now. Your father, his goal wasn't to kidnap you. He was out to kidnap Judge Gavel's son, Sean Fenn. Because he wanted to force her honor declaring Warden Lagarde not guilty. Yes, yes. Eustace is catching up slowly. I think you were mistaken for Sean. That's why you were kidnapped. That kind of makes sense. Explain the part where what? It's nothing. I'm nothing. Oh no, he's sad again. He's sad again. He's sad again. He's sad again. Oh my god. Edgeworth, I don't think you're wearing him down. You're wearing me down. Say he's still suffering considerably. I need to help him get back on his feet. Alright. I remember something just now. What was it? I don't remember anything. All I remember is him. Me, your father? I didn't mean to bring him up. Nothing compared to him. I never had made prosecutor if he didn't help me. You wanted to ask about that for some time. Why did you become a prosecutor? What do you mean? You think it, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be one? I'm not gonna... No! But I don't think your heart is really in it, Eustace. Okay, this is where we say quiet. I think I figured him out. We say something when he's like full on crying, and when he's like upset with just tears in his eyes, we don't say anything. Maybe. Maybe I think that's the tech. We need a distraction. Bring out the cocoa melon. I think cocoa melon might be a little too advanced for dear Eustace here. You chose this path. Why? You must have a reason. It's not like that. There's no big reason behind it. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important? That's not for you to decide, bro. It's for me to decide. Like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't mean much to anybody except me. I've often felt much the same about my own reasons for becoming a prosecutor. Yeah. Yeah. You're a real one. A good one. Aww, even my dad, the chairman of the committee, said so. You wanted your father's approval? I can well understand that. I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. Oh no! Oh no, no! I feel bad for him! He's like a 60-year-old kid! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, he's gaining my sympathies! You're not covering for your father anyway, are you? Well, I won't come for him ever again. I mean, why would I after what he's done? But he's your dad. Because you want to be of use to your father. A strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Is that fair to say? Why can't I be just once in my stupid life? Why can't I make it better? Why can't I clean his name? It isn't possible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clear one. Eustace! In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue as your kidnapping shows. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him? What else do I have? What else am I supposed to do? Why don't you be the better man and rise above the father who made a fool of you? Stare him straight in the eye and stop him from committing any more crimes. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything. It seems to have calmed him down again. Alright. Alright, we're moving along. Let's see if I can't give him the courage he'll need to stand up to his father. What's the connection between your father and Warden Lagarde? Oh, he doesn't know much about that? Can't think of anything? Even the smallest morsel could be a valuable clue. I think they maybe worked together once? And... what else do you remember? I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her. Oh, interesting. Do you have any particular reason to recommend her? I guess he thought she was good at her job. Oh no, he's sad again. Buy my time. He's upset. I've noticed. There's a difference between him being upset and him being sad. Sad was when he's crying. Upset is when he just has tears in his eyes. So when he's upset, we just chill. Right. I think they knew each other from back when he was the chief prosecutor. What was he like back then? Was he different at all? It was amazing. There wasn't a piece of evidence he didn't know or a case file he hadn't read. Intimate knowledge of case and the evidence pertaining to them. It could be an important clue. Alright, where's the evidence from the case? Key pieces of evidence from the guard failed to make it to the courtroom. As the prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow? That's not what happened. Oh. Alright, let's give him a chance to tell his side of the story. I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. Oh. Seems he's drowning his own self-doubt again. Guess I better send out a lifeboat and bring him in. I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible with your father, isn't that correct? He told me it would all be safe with him. He said there was nowhere safer. Yeah, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust. So he got rid of it? What were you thinking? You wanted to mess with the trial. Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warden Lagarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you. I kind of feel bad for him. There's a chance that the evidence is still in Chairman Winder's possession, and we still don't know where Sean is. We need to get back out there and find him. It's all my fault? Can't stand by and watch him like this. Alright. It's a brutal collision with reality he never even knew existed. Alright. Let's figure out what he wants to do now. Here we go. There's no way around it. The road ahead will be a hard one. But maybe this is fate, and maybe my job is to point him in the right direction. What do you mean to do now? First, I'm gonna give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes makes you a man, but... Aw. Clothes makes the man, Eustace. Thanks. I'm learning a lot from you today! Apparently Edgeworth makes an excellent English teacher! Now about that jacket, why don't we make you into prosecutor worthy of it? Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. I shouldn't be your motivation, Eustace. How do I get there? What do I need to do? I just don't know. Need a clue. Okay. We can't keep going with this. Alright, let's go another try for you. Well, you walk the same path as your father. And you need to learn all the truth. Can a guy get a glass of human kindness when he needs one? You mean the milk of human kindness? Yeah, I don't think that's how it's used. Talking with you like this, it's helpful for me too. There was a time where there were truths I didn't want to face up to either, but a good friend taught me the error of my ways. I don't have anybody like that. Edgeworth would be glad to help you. Yeah, Edgeworth would be glad to help you. But only if you really mean to try. I don't want to be like my dad. You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, Eustace, I see it now. Do you mean to continue working as a prosecutor, Eustace? I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. Probably shouldn't even think about carrying on, should I? Only you can answer that, bro. The only person who can answer that question is you. Only you can decide what path you choose to walk. I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But he tends to see this through. Alright, here we go. He's told me that he wishes to be better than his father, and that he wishes to remain a prosecutor. I take that to mean that he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself, and it tells us where he means to go next. Alright. We're redoing this part just slightly. Alright. Alright, let's bide out time here. Only he remembers his own words from a few minutes ago. The decision he made should serve as good guides to what he should do next. You'll be a different kind of prosecutor. You want to remain a prosecutor but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy, but the path you have chosen is that of the true prosecutor. And now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you know exactly what to do. You're lucky. I myself still haven't quite decided what to do with my life. But you have, and it is a choice you made all on your own. Now all you have to do is believe in yourself and the path you've chosen! Mistaken for Sean, kidnapped by his own father's underlings, and losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor of his father stole his evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day, more than I can imagine. Took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate. Oh my god. Never mind, Shaw. I got emotional damage from that. Don't think I've ever seen him move so fast. He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems. April 6th, 1:15 p.m. Big building. Plaza. Alright. Still no Sean. I think we better check in with Fender. He'll want an update on what we've discovered. We need to know what's going on over at the courthouse. Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be a prosecutor in charge? We're just updating Fender and nothing else will change. Francisco will continue the prosecution. Gonna have to be, like you say, Eustace ran off. Need to be a stickler full of details, but let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof means no convictions, all there is to it. Alright! Francisco and Fender are fighting it out in court right now. Our friend, the prosecutor over there, she's stubborn as a freaking mule. And give me a satisfactory explanation! Or I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can. Alright. Alright. Give me Eddie a quick update. We found Eustace. Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care, which means that Chairman Winter is the only person who knows where they are. We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet, but we do know that Chairman Winter and Warden Lagarde has some sort of connection that rather others didn't know about. Alright, I guess the next move will be to get Excelsius Winter on the stand. That's to hear the deeds from the proverbial horse mouth, correct? Alright, I'll keep looking for the missing evidence and for Sean. Alright, can't keep this up. I'm going to judge much longer. Alright. Wonder how long Judge Gabel's nerve can hold? This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry. How are things over at the courthouse of doom? I'm gonna call Chairman Winter to the stand. Who knows how that will go for them. So he stooped to evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of? Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have related to him just in case it might help. Alright. Alright, the gloves we found in his garage. Alright, let's take a look at that. The case file from the IS-7 incident. Chairman Winter was involved in that. Help suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Alright, we've got some new stuff added. Have anything else? Last but far from least, there's this. Hayata got us a pin. Okay. Oh, hey Eustace! And then he ran away again! What was he doing in the big building, I wonder? Okay. Now we're gonna go follow him, see what's going on. Hatch is wide open. Maybe Eustace opened it. Did Eustace really come down here? The safe, it's open. Alright. Let's take a look at the safe. There's some stuff left in the safe. I think we better take a look. Is it a document of some kind? Let's see. A document, and there's a photo attached. Mr. Knight. Oh yeah, that's right. It's a photo of Mr. Knight. Is there a picture of him in there? And what's this paperwork about? Let's take a closer look. You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit he's Canis' lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it. Seems to be some sort of report on Knight. Must be from right around the time he was killed. We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fifi Lagarde. Who was it written for? I guess whoever owns the safe. And I say that's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelsius winner himself. Proves that they really did know each other. And not only that, proves another connection. Lagarde and Winner were trying to flush out Mr. Canis' henchman. The assassin guy with a soft spot for dogs. Something links the three of them, something they don't want anybody to know. But what? I don't know yet, but I suspect something to do with this case. Report on Knight data jotted down my organizer. Well, there's the chess set. And the ring. Alright, let's talk about the ring. Curious about the ring. Your chess set and your ring are here too. All your possessions in one place. So basically, the safe was full of evidence from the murder of the prison. It would seem so, which means the missing knife and chisel might be here too. No dice. There's nothing else here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff. Knight may be dead. Our game isn't over yet. But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. Alright, got Knight's possession. Alright. The game is telling us to leave. That interests you two in some cotton candy, perhaps? It's the killer! I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you were much of a fan. Hello, Mr. DeKeller! It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing here? Just as I said, I'm selling cotton candy. Really not interested in some? Parting clouds is called very apt. Sweeter than death itself and so delicious you feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? Oh yeah. Can't truly say it's been fully resolved. Have you been watching us this whole time? I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. Let's see more. The president's murder, was that you? No, my contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. Certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found. And after Mr. Rook died to save him too. As I said, it wasn't me. I did not kill without good reason, which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target, a betrayal of trust for which I won't soon forgive them. That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person. You're talking about whoever it was that killed the president? And who is this person, if you don't mind me asking? I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time. dish out a little justice for the betrayal he suffered, of course. I see. Yeah, let's not get into details. But I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend Bodhidharma Canis, he escaped 3 days ago. What? He escaped? 3 nights ago, to be precise, his cell was suddenly simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for? Now, I better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon. Goodbye, Shelly! Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to ground in the end. Bye, Shelly! He's so cool. He's so suave. First the killer, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose. That sound. It's Judge Gavel's cell phone. How's it going, Miles? Whoever it is using a voice changer. It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. You're the one who abducted Kay. Bingo, well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. I was as surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball. But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winter kill little Miss Rosie Ringer. Must be the person the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right, I abducted Kay as you put it, but why would I do that? Because I needed you to help me make sure that Winter got caught. Kay was a suspect, you have to look into it. If you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. But there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winter who kidnapped Judge Gavel's boy. You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. Interesting. How did they know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple, at least. Because sweet, innocent little Sean is here with me right now. Only I can see your faces. What do you say? Why did you come and steal him back just like you said you would? You wouldn't want an amazing Yatagara's first commission to be a failure, would you? How can they possibly know so much? Don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winter's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean, I just got there first. So there were 2 kidnapping plots. What a bunch of clowns! His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake. Is Sean really there with you? Prove it. Put him on the phone. He's sleeping. And why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all. If you don't want to believe me, that's up to you. You're just trying to get the guards acquitted? I couldn't care less about whether they find her guilty or not. So wherever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winter. My endgame is going to have to stay a secret for now. Nice talking to you. You could have fun, okay? Don't worry, I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chance to bring me to justice very highly. Well, that was unexpected! Alright, they didn't give us enough to figure that out deliberately. Okay. They did know a lot. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible that they were party to so much that happened in private? They knew everything about the whole kidnap situation too. We need to figure out where were they getting their information from. Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew? Okay. They knew about the prison visit. They knew about the prison visit. They knew about Kay telling Gabelle she'll get him back. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. I know how they knew. Wherever it was, they were listening in on us. They must have been able to hear us somehow. That's the only possible answer. Think about what the kidnapper said. If only I could see your faces. If only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't, so they weren't filming or following us. Hit a bug somewhere? Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back to what they said again. Somehow knew about something they shouldn't have. Judge Gavelle's impromptu visit and our conversation in the visitor's room. What evidence did I have on my person at that point? Oh! The badge? Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge? I'm not trying to, I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs. Let's take a close look, shall we? There it is! The Takarasu pin data updated in my organizer. The Takarasu pin that Kay always wears with a bug hidden inside. How did you know? Wherever it is we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently. But they knocked me unconscious. Which made me think the bug must be in one of your possessions. They also overheard my conversation with Judge Gabelle when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time. Yeah, they only let me keep the pin. All the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning the only thing it could possibly have been was your pin. So they were listening to us this whole time and heard everything we said. I suspect so, everything to do with this case and more. Probably listening to what we're saying right now. It may well be, yes. Tabby? Yo, sure know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout out loud without a word or warning. Made me jump halfway out of my skin. It'll make your blood boil. I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves, Kay. Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper. Yeah, we almost gave you stuff. Come on. Was counting on you opening up and spilling the beans all over this plaza? I better switch up the bug before I forget. Bug data judge on my organizer. You'll find that they're kidnapped, kitty. Speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away? Was it this one in the photograph? No, that ain't him. The kid I saw looked dumber in body, but he did have some fancies going on for. Okay, so she saw Eustace. I think we better take another look around. Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up something new information soon. Do not have a lot of time left. It's about the phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right? Only for 1 second you get away with this. Oh yeah, the bang! There was a bang at the end. That's right, we heard a loud bang right at the end. That provide a hint as to kidnapper's location. A loud bang is that I see. What? Guess I'll need to speak with Miss Lloyd, too, much as I don't want to. Alright, let's start investigating. Let's start by talking to Tabby. Tabby, what you got for me? Hello from little old me, and y'all made a giant leap closer to solving the case? Closer, you mean wound up going after the completely wrong kidnapping victim? Thought I'd given y'all a tip of the century, my bad. It's also putting our trust in unreliable sources, which is I have to learn not to do that again. Maybe just this one, but only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time. Oh, this should be good. Alright, your scoop. Tell us about your scoop, Tabby. What you got for us? Prove that swap. Prove that TAURUSAURUS really is real. Alright. And lie, I swear, it's hard to believe, but it's true. Don't have time for this! But we also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. What kind of proof do you have? Alright, what you got for me? I captured the sound that big old beastie breathe fire is what I captured. I was hoping for something a little better than that. Okay, well, show it to us. It's fire breathing time. Did you see this fire breathing something with your own eyes? Not exactly with my eyes as such. Being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened. Yeah, surely the real TAURUSAURUS would be pretty hard to miss no matter how far you were standing. I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means. Do you mind explaining what you mean by that? Alright, let's talk about the non-standard means. Could have rigged me up a little wireless intercept, hopping to do a little scoop detected. Oh. An intercept. She's listening out for radio signals. Would have allowed her to listen in on many nearby transmissions. Me and the chief been down here at the big building sniffing around these last couple of days, looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area, too. Sure have. Just how I wound up hearing the most thunderous ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. The pounding of feet, the electricity in the air. This was it, TAURUSAURUS at last. I see! The long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything. I didn't need to see things. I see. She just makes it up as she goes. Apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to bowl you over with her little outburst. I assume it's as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it? Okay, so she didn't plan the bug, she just intercepted it. Would you mind if we borrow the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd? Do what you dang well please. Alright, we got a recording from the bug that was planted in Kay's pin. Hello, Regina! Hello, Simon! How's the search going? Did you find him? Guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. You did manage to find Eustace, yes. Maybe they won't arrest me again? Did you find Mr. Prosecutor? Yeah, we investigated. You didn't even need our help. What have you been doing? Where did you look, by the way? This place a little away called the Sunshine Coliseum. It's over by the harbor. There was a whole bunch of people there for a big event. We thought it might be worth a look. A festival? It was super fun. There were food stands and fireworks. Fireworks? Someone didn't like the crowds much, but fireworks? Could that have been the bank? This case is finally over. We're going to the festival together. Fireworks? Is fireworks perhaps the bang that we heard? Lucky? In what way? I have to go practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway. Alright. It's nothing to worry about, really. We're glad to help. I'd do anything if it helps to make sure they don't arrest me again. Alright. Just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warden Lagarde guilty. Yeah. Alright. Huh. Regina, what you got for me, girl? Me and all my friends went out looking. But you beat us to it, no fair. The friends? I guess she means the animals? Today's the first public performance of your new show, correct? It sure is! We practiced so hard for this one. So Mr. Sam will be performing too? Of course, he practiced harder than anybody, even if he did spend the whole time saying no, 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 no. He even went up in the balloon to spread the word from the sky. So you have to come and see him perform. It'll mean so much to him. We'll try our best, Regina. Did you say that you enlisted the help of the animals in your search? If it had been Azea and Regent, we might have found something. But Simon, the big scaredy cat, was oh no, 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 and put a stop to that. So boring. Going for Mr. Sane, the whole town would probably being uproar right now. Setting the whole circus loose in the city would have been super fun. Hey, please. Hey, please. Not right now. But she doesn't know anything. I don't think there's anything else she knows. Alright, well, let's walk away from that for a second. Hello, taxi driver! Thank you. Thank you. Gonna go make a fresh start, am I right? New town, new house. No! No! Sir! 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 Sir, you're going off a little bit of a... Oh. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing here? What's going on? Why are you running away? Detective Gumshoe? You gave up your badge, sir. I didn't know what to do with myself. Okay, what did you... So I thought, what? If you weren't gonna be a prosecutor anymore, then maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. Detective! But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crime. Good! Thank you. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, too. Alright. What have you got for me, then, Gumshoe? I know you were very helpful with Kay. So, Rosie Ringer's autopsy report. When I went to the detention center to see how Kay was doing... Oh, he heard us! Talking to Excelsius! Ever heard that? Yeah, so I went back and looked over the evidence, dug out a little something I thought might help. Thanks, Gumshoe! Anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's that. What have you found? What have you found? Have you found anything? Have you found anything? What if I need info right now? No longer a prosecutor, indeed anything, but we're investigating a case regardless, and I ask you this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Will you help us? Oh! Stop it, sir. You're killing me here. You have to say yes, Gumshoe! You have to say yes, detective! That's what Detective Bad would do. Alright. Stop being nice to me, it's weird. Alright. What do you need? Alright, let's find out what he's been up to. Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigations? Alright, so I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1, I've got some results for you from when forensic look at case closed. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. 3 Z's. Okay. For number 2, I got hold of all the footage from the security camera in front of the big building elevator. Camera that captured President Wei and Judge Gavel that night. Elevators used to be the only way of getting up onto the roof, right? And therefore anyone using it should have been caught on camera. That's right, so winding the tape back to 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold. Did you find it? I watched it all on fast forward everything from 2 days ago until the end. And nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere. That was too good to be true. How did the kidnapper get her up there? We need to look at that in a little detail. And the last item on your list? This is the big one. Third thing I have to tell you is, it's great to be working with you again. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's the big one, as you put it. Does it even have anything to do with the case? I would have preferred something of practical use. Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Alright. Let's ask him to help us with the search, even though we only have 20 minutes left. Boy's been kidnapped, we need your help to find him. Yes, kidnap! His name is Sean Fan. Kid with the horns. You know him? I saw him earlier today. This morning? He got off that bus over there, and then he walked off towards the garbage disposal area. Just over there. It's where all the offices in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. When he went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then. You better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area. Alright. Thanks, Detective. That was very helpful. So Sean walked off in this direction. It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues here as to his current whereabouts. Alright, we have the milk! It's totally empty because the garbage was just collected. It's the milk that he's always drinking, so that's a clue. They keep it locked up tight because they don't want non-residents disposing of their trash here. Okay, garbage collected daily at 11. Guess that's why the enclosure is empty. There's a ton of stuff here earlier, big stuff too. Today must be the day to take the big stuff away. It looks that way. They don't do that with the larger items, they just take them away as they are. Well, here's this milk carton. That's the same brand Sean drinks. Something happened to him here, I'm almost certain of it. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garage disposal area. Kind of out of the way of prying eyes, but why would Sean even come here in the first place? Imagine he must have had something to dispose of. The truck's already come and gone. I guess we'll never know what that something was now. Let's make sure we didn't miss any clues. Let's do a quick sweep of the area. This is a very investigative, intense. I don't have anything, I don't think. I think we talk to anyone we can talk to. Mr. Officer doesn't have anything to say. Okay. Let's see if Mr. Powers can shed light. Are they planning on making any more Steel Samurai? Okay. Does this have something to do with your case? No, I was simply asking out of interest. They don't let us talk about this stuff with just anybody. Knew it was a long shot. Alright, Mr. Powers can't help us. The rail filming equipment. This is nothing new. Okay, there's nothing new here. Okay. Already looked at that. Talk to the cab driver. This is the sight bus. They use it for moving the cast and crew around during shooting. Global students' own private bus. You wouldn't need to buy a ticket. Okay. Alright. I think we've talked to everybody that we can. I don't think there's anything else here. Okay. It must mean I gotta do some deductions. Okay. Let's see if the festival sound and the exploding sound is connected. Okay, okay. My initial deduction was correct. You mentioned fireworks before. Yes, at the event of the Coliseum. Were they setting them off even during daylight hours? Bunch enough while we were there. What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth? The loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. The bang to be clearly audible over the telephone must have been pretty loud, which means fireworks, which means the Coliseum, so the kidnap was near there, right? Okay, so a little bit more information. How near? If fireworks are that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away. Area we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. If the police were to lend a hand. Coliseum. I don't know if that and the Gauge Ridge also has anything in common. I know that doesn't have anything. Okay, let's go talk to Detective Gumshoe. Can he do anything with the bug? No. Can he do anything with the gloves? No. Alright, he's not doing anything with photo. Okay, I don't think there's anything else we can do with him. For now. Wait, what happened to the truck? Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning, the taxi and a blue truck. Yusuf was taken away in the taxi. Well, it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area if the garbage was collected at 11. Now we know what kind of truck it was. It must have been the garbage truck. The police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as much. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue. How did he not notice it was one of those cold trash squishing machines? Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's the day to collect larger items. But which day would use a specialized garbage truck just like a regular truck like any other? But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. Where do garbage trucks go? The dump, right? He's saying the kidnapper disguised himself as a trash collector? Then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe he didn't go to the dump. I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real. Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us. Or tell us the garbage truck must have been real because it took all the trash.
Take that! It's the lock.
It's the lock. I get it. I get where he's going. It had to be a real garbage truck because he took all the trash. The garbage disposal area is kept locked. Only a real garbage collector and a real garbage truck could have opened it. Precisely, the garbage truck can't have been a fake. Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box that they prepared for the job. Now mix that in amongst all the other oversized items, and the garbage collector would have taken away no question asked, allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could then claim to have thrown the box away by mistake and collected without incident. So where did they take the garbage after at least here? So we have two possibilities. But it has to be the dump because that's where you could hear the fireworks. Anything that might serve as a clue? Alright! So based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. And one of the garbage facilities is right there too. Think it's likely that's where Sean was taken, which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe! Could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility? Can you just go do it? He doesn't want to be asked! He wants to be ordered! Oh my god, detective. Don't mind? Even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore? I told you already. Detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors. Alright. Investigation complete. We're almost out of time. Need to hurry. I doubt Judge Gavelle and the others can hold on much longer. Counting on you, detective! I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that. Alright, Kay is going with Gumshoe. Edgeworth's heading back to the courthouse. Okay. I'm gonna go try and buy some more time. Let's go! Okay, now is not the time! April 6, 2:16 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Hello, Excelsius. The accused would turn and face the prosecution. It doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? Feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison, it's enough to make a grown man cry. How did you... Huh? All of his hair grew back! But I thought you lost all this morning! The hell? I think he's got some super hair growing serum, or that's a whole ass weave right there.
Objection!
Statement from your own son. He says he entrusts the evidence to your care. Afraid don't know what he's talking about? Or why he says such a thing. I don't know what's gone into him lately. Excuse me, sir. Hello. What if I could prove that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? Yes. I can prove it. Yes, I know you're the one prosecuting, Francisco. I'm trying to help you. It's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly? Come on, Francisca! Come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it. There's no way this can be allowed. Well, the defense hopes you'll let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking over the prosecution side there, Fandango? Fine. The prosecution has no objections. Of course, Excelsius has objections. This flagrant contempt? This is flagrant contempt? Isn't that right, Verity? Bro. Oh, and Sean's still missing. She'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winner wants. Only there's some way to tell her he might be found at any moment. Judge Gaval, I would ask only this, that you trust in me and in my assistance just this once. Where is Kay? She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all. Nonsense. There's no more evidence to be found. You're just stalling for more time? Excelsius! There's always more evidence to be found. The most important piece of evidence of all. I don't know what this evidence is, but we should try to trust in Mao's little pal. I mean, I say little, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief Yatagarasu. Seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Gaval. Evidence I'm talking about? We're almost certain we know where it is. It's only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger! Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it. You have my thanks! Have I gone completely mad? Have you gone completely mad, Excelsius? Said important new evidence. Evidence of what exactly? Just what I said, that Warden Lagarde and Chairman Winner are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. Proves the link between Excelsior Winner and VP Lagarde. Alright, is it this letter? This is a lovely letter.
Take that!
This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde. Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered.
Objection!
Refer to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate? To whom was this report addressed? A very good question, Miss Von Karma! And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. Recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor big building. The storeroom where the lots for the underground auction were kept. It is an auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelsius Winner. He's staying silent, And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another? I'll refrain from commenting on that matter for the moment if you don't mind. Oh, he's pleading the fifth. He's pleading the fifth. Think I proved that fact more than adequately. I'll admit defeat in the particular arena, yes, but that was not the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? You can't, Dan. You certainly can't prove that report was addressed to me. Alright. Be entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude. Saddeningly, truly, to see you failing your sacred duty to the law. Says the person who broke the law. How does he have all his hair still? Oh no, Gaval has taken damage. The Tale of fact has been adequately proven the courtroom cannot truly be considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record. It's no good. She has to know for certain that Sean is safe. Counts as truth out in the field and the courtroom are two different things. And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom, is that what you're saying? I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth should it choose to acquit me, as should you. If you can't find that missing evidence, we're in trouble here. Alright. There's no way the evidence is turning up, ever. A quick not guilty and we can all go home. Huh? Huh? Eustace! Eustace! You can't do this! You can't do this! You can't do this, Mr. Winter! You can do this, Eustace! What did you do? You're unfit to be a prosecutor. Francisca, give him a second! Why, Eustace, why can you not get into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you. I brought some vital evidence! Eustace, my boy! Can I please take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Really, please? Oh no, I'm beginning to change my mind on him. Oh no. Certainly a surprise. Gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on? Come on! You can do this, Eustace! I'm rooting for you! Why don't you run along home and I'll be with you soon? Come on, Eustace!
Objection!
You got this! Judge Cavell, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't call an end to proceedings just yet. Fender's just clapping! Only wish we could have our original team captain said that herself, though. Prosecution has no objections either. Think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity? Still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Cavell's hands are still tied. Oh no, she's having a breakdown! Huh? That's her cell phone. Mine is also ringing. Oh, everyone's getting a call! Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender! We found Sean! He still has the horns on! The most important piece of evidence of all. That's some stellar work, you great thiefness. Just thought you should know right away. See y'all soon. He still has the horns on. That's so funny. Judge Cavell, it's for you. Come on! I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You do that for me, won't you? I'll see you back at home! Everything's alright now, Cavell! She's back! The proceedings will continue. Feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm. Some idiotic joke? There's only one joke around here, Excelsius, and it's you! There's no such thing. The witness will return to the stand, and Mr. Winter will step to the prosecutor's bench. Alright, Eustace, make me proud! Eustace Winter. I'll leave matters in your hands. Facing down your own father? This won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me! Francisca! Francisca's so queen! Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court. The knife and the chisel. Let him finish! I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, but okay. It was too late. I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Oh, he was allowed to just like walk free? Oh yeah, that's right. This was before he Then I heard this tinkling sound. The bell from Mr. Candace's chisel. You tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence? I tried my best, but I was too late. I'm sorry. That's alright. Say you looked everywhere. Everywhere where? Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump. Oh! He tried so hard! I figured this had to be in there somewhere. Oh, he tried so hard! Jump him! No, he's trying so hard right now! That's what he was doing. He even went so far as to search the dump. All I found was this. A little pungent for one thing. You're a little on the right side. I mean, he's doing his best, Fender! And the knife? It's probably somewhere in among all the trash, but there was too much to go through on my own. Court will accept the item you have presented as evidence. Duck the rotting garbage with your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it.
Objection!
Might be a little soon to turn on the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's take a closer look first. Alright, let's take a look at it. This devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Alright, here we go. Seems Fender's on board. And let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winner, could you show me the piece of evidence you found? Alright, what is this? Let's take a look-see. Open it up, shall we? I can only hope there's something of value inside. It's the bell! He found the bell! There's some trace evidence that can prove one way or the other. It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless. Of course it wasn't. Why would there be? What was even accepted evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Where Eustace's efforts were for nothing. It's true the bell may not be much use to us as evidence. Nonetheless. Of course Miles is always calm and collected. Are we to assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter?
Objection!
Not yet, Gabal. Not so fast! We're not done yet! I'm so proud of him! I know I called you dumb, but damn! You swore to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? Damn, I guess. That's the only way to do it. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly. And what is it? Seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet, and for once I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. Can't know for sure without looking more closely, but if I'm right, we're talking about... About? Oh, there's nothing on the bell? Maybe we need to look closer at the newspaper? Maybe I have to look closer at the newspaper? Oh no, I just got yelled at! I just got schooled by Eustace! This is not okay! This is not okay! Alright, take a look at the piece of newspaper. Apparently they're all thinking the same thing except for me. Let's take a look at it. On my color heroic optimism. Excelsior, can you be quiet? Not everything's about you. You're talking a lot for someone who's on the stand and has not been asked to talk. Alright, let's take a look. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Are these finger marks? It's covered in some sort of oil. Judge Gavel, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Could I request that you call somebody from forensics? Summon a technician right away! The crime tags in this game are so unbelievably efficient. Fortunately, it looks like they were made by someone wearing gloves. Hold on. Excelsius, I wouldn't celebrate yet. Excelsius, I wouldn't celebrate yet. Excelsius, I wouldn't celebrate yet. No, Eustace did good. You just can't see it yet. Real winners know when to keep their emotions out of things. Is that what happened when you burnt your beard? It's okay, Eustace. You don't need his. Eustace, you don't need his approval. You don't need his approval. He's doing great. How dare you? He's doing great. Even if it does make me...
Objection!
Wrong about what? I'm not the one that smells you. You smell, and you don't even realize it. You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Take a sniff right there where the finger marks are. That oil? And I know where it came from. The motor oil. Yes, exactly. It smells of engine oil. That odor tells us something important. It's alright. We're on the same page here, Eustace, for once. But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. Oh no. Oh no! He's gonna make me sad! And I'll never be able to stand up to him no matter what he's done. It's alright, I got you! I got you! Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father, a different kind of prosecutor. And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom! Prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth, to see that it comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes and we see that their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue on as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right beside you. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Ezra, you're such a good dad. You're gonna be a much better dad than Excelsius ever will be. It's a video where they have all the Phoenix Strike characters sing into only saying objection. Yeah. I can totally see that being a thing. Alright. Those finger marks tie my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how. Alright. The gloves! Here we go! The smell you pointed out to me is the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even. We both smelled it before in the same place. In Chairman Winner's garage! I'm so emotional right now. Win Big Brother Miles for real? Embrace that. I'm so emotional right now. What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letters D, A, T, and H, the same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves. Gloves that can be bought in any store? How does that prove anything? How indeed. That's not the only thing that connects your gloves to the piece of newspaper we found. So again, the scrap of paper the bell was wrapped in. Oh, there's more stuff?! Compared to the gloves we found in Chairman Winter's garage. It's a feature that undeniably connects the two. There is? There is? Huh?
Take that.
Huh? I'm confused. Head on, head on. I don't even know what we're talking about. I need, what? What are we talking about? They always know things I don't. They always know things I don't. Okay, hang on. Okay. Huh? Okay, we already talked about the letters. There's something here that matches those gloves and only those gloves. There has to be. What? Okay, with the letters that appear on the finger of these gloves. Gloves can be worn in any store. How does that prove anything? Something here that matches those gloves and only those gloves. Huh? From zero to hero, cook him, Eustace. I mean, he's trying. I'm the one that's failing. Is that music player somewhere in the background playing a song to fit the tune? I see. That's kind of cool. Oh! The A is missing!
Take that.
Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing, exactly as it is on the print on the newspaper. Oh, is he gonna... Oh, is he gonna burn his beard again? I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having a composition compared to that of the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make for even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winter's gloves. Alright, again! The forensics of this courtroom, of this country is insane. Insanely efficient. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors? Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted a defeat. Suppressed vital evidence and we just proved that in a court of law. You did it to try and protect the defendant. You think you're gonna be able to make that stick? You think they'll send me to prison? Me? I mean, we're trying. Think you'll be the one to finally take me down?
Objection.
Just give out, Dad. Admit what you did! You can stand a chance without me around, you won't last 5 minutes. You know what? I think I might be okay. He's a real boy now. You think the court should take his lighter? Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, when does this court ever take anything dangerous from anyone? All I ever wanted was to become a prosecutor to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the dock all on my own, I got to thinking how powerless I was in all of this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me the way forward. I don't need your approval anymore, and I don't need you. After all, I found the evidence on my own, didn't I? You may smell like trash, but you're not trash anymore. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, they kidnapped him.
Objection.
Guess the courtroom's a good place as any to tell you the truth, Dad. You may live to regret it. He's gonna be fine. I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite it all— oh no! I've always looked up to you as my dad! Thanks for everything, Celsius— oh! Damn, he doesn't call him dad anymore! And goodbye— oh! Oh, damn! Damn. That's crazy. Who knew the person who was gonna give the most character growth and character development in this game was gonna be Eustace? He grew up. Yeah, they really should have taken his lighter. That was a hell of a breakdown. The court hereby accepts that vital evidence in this case was suppressed by Chairman Winner. That crime will be tried and an appropriate punishment decided at a future date. But for now, we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still had not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garage facility may well remedy that. We're going to dig through all that trash for the knife? Of course, Fifi! Of course we are. Darling, you didn't think this was over, did you? Don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant. You devil punished moi! Impossible! Excelsior, you blithering buffoon! What did you do? What did you do? Oh, you're swaggering bluster about how they never declared me guilty, and now this! You were the one I went to after they arrested me because you made me believe I could trust you! Not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work, idiot! You. Feckless, useless idiot of a man! An unsightly outburst, to say the least, but an informative one too, wouldn't you agree, Eustace? Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right? Yes, she did. You did good, Eustace. We really do need to work on your confidence. Very well. Then it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last. I'm just saying Judge Judy would have wrapped this case up in 5 minutes. It wouldn't even be an episode, but a YouTube short instead. You know, Judge Judy's on a different level, man. Judge Judy is something special.
Not the best.
Huh? Huh? Asian Lang! Sorry, Judge Gavel, your happy ending will have to wait. Lindsay says, the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. What's going on, Asian Lang? Just a lowly lone wolf investigator by the name of Shilong Lang. You have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it? Not really. Hello, Asian Lang. Welcome back. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know. Like the Lang from 12 years ago. What happened 12 years ago? Good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you. Yeah, can you help us? I don't know what's going on, Agent Lang. You familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened 12 years back. 12 years. A lot happened, okay? This was all 12 years ago, more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. What if he is a different person? Wouldn't be the first time that has happened in this game. He doesn't trust the police one bit. I wonder what happened 12 years ago. Is that plot evidence. I watched a lawyer play this game. His reaction was funny when I just said one of his evidence is outdated. Yeah, that wouldn't fly in real court. Kangaroo court, it's alright. It's all fiction. We're just here for the ride. This all be connected to Agent Lang's father's relationship with the president somehow? Fifi Lagarde and Excelsius winner in the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family name into dirt. Are we to assume they have some personal connection to the incident in question? I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gabelle. You and one other person. Hello, Sean. You're both under arrest? On the suspicion of having conspired to murder DJ Wang, president of Zenfa. Oh! Where's the evidence, Agent Lang? All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look everything over again. What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know. You got a problem? You're more than welcome to tag along. Oh, is that an invitation? Believe me, I will. Sean's so quiet. He doesn't say anything. He's so cool all the time. The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere closer to solving the mystery of the president's murder, or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings. We still don't know who the real mastermind is. We're figuring out who that was on the phone. Yes, I say the matter is far from over yet. Whew! Wow. And the plot thickens. And the plot thickens. April 6th, 2:52 p.m. Big building. Empty lot. Hello, Mr. Powers. What's going on? Huh? Lot, are you trespassing? Tabby, are you trespassing? Look, you ladies have to stop harassing people. I have to ask you to leave. Lotta? Tabby, are y'all trespassing? We're really not breeding anything. This is a movie set. Is this the girl who told me she done seen Gordon with her own dang eyes? Sure, I saw something, but that doesn't mean we're keeping monsters here. Alright, break it up! Bro, Agent Lang's theme is so cool. Almost as cool as Detective Bad's. Almost. Almost. I wonder what happened to Phoenix in the game? I don't know, but he's not in this one. He's not in this one. Probably doing his lawyer things elsewhere. You're on the trial here. This monster infestation. No, Lotta, we're here about a murder. Yeah, we're on the trail of a criminal. Lindsay says, the darkness of a criminal's heart can sometimes be compared to a monster. That is to say, a killer is no different from a monster, really. I love his Wolverine haircut. So cool. Agent Lang, this is highly irregular, so we can't allow members of the public onto the crime scene. These people are important witnesses. I need them to be here. Oh, Agent Lang, here we are. Where do you intend to begin? Let's start by summing up the facts. President Wang's body was discovered here this morning. He hadn't been seen. Oh my god, this is so hard to say. He hadn't been seen since the night before last. He slipped off without his bodyguards noticing, if I remember correctly. So he was missing for over a day. And the last person to see him alive was you, Judge Gabelle, on the roof of the big building. Sean's sweating. Why are you sweating, Sean? Gavele's taking damage. Why did the two of you arrange to meet? I'm sorry, but I can't say. Not even to defend yourself from an accusation of murder? Why can't you just tell us? Please, just Gavele, we're trying to help you. Can't say because she'll only incriminate herself more. I know you had something to do with the president's murder, and I'm going to prove it. Said yourself that the body was only found this morning. How to explain the time that passed between Judge Gavele's meeting with the president and then? It's exactly what I'm hoping we're about to find out. I'm particularly interested in what happened last night. So why don't you tell us exactly how it all went down, Sean Fan? Oh no, he's sweating. Even his milk is sweating. We know you were here on the set last night. With testimony from the women over there and forensic evidence from the footprints that prove it. Came back to run your lines, right? You're spying on me? Yeah, Penny was just making sure you were okay. He was dealing with MVC3 during this time? I don't know what that means. What's MVC3? It was late, I was worried about you. Oh no. Sean's getting schooled right here by mom. Sean has no way to talk to an adult. It was so funny. Just trying to look out for you. Apologize this instant. Sorry. Told you before, I won't have you speaking to people that way. It's a whole new Judge Gavele. Seems she's just as strict with her son as she is with those who break the law. You listening to me? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You must. Wow, wow. Damn. Gavele in mom mode is somehow scarier than she is in the courtroom. And I want you to remember that, alright? You get on with the investigation now? Of course. Forgive me. I don't think I've ever seen her so passionate about anything. Guess just Gavele's mother would take a little getting used to. Are we to understand that you're accusing Sean being involved somehow, Agent Lang? I just want the truth. I need to know why the president was killed. And by who, and I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna find out. I guess it makes sense for him to be so determined. The president was practically family to him. Alright, Sean. Perhaps you could tell us what happened last night. Fine by me. I've got nothing to hide. About last night! Wow. That's an awfully interesting title. About last night. I had a bad day yesterday. I messed up a couple of takes. We were scheduled to shoot the same scene again today. So I thought I'd put in some extra practice and that's what I did. It's that simple. It's not like I haven't done it before. It was fine. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened? And why did he disappear? Been rehearsing late at night again? When I called you yesterday evening, you said you were at a hotel. You called him? Around what time? Must have been 11 p.m. or thereabouts. It's one of our rules. When Sean stays away from home, we have to speak every night. I wasn't at the hotel. I was here on set. So you lied! Even his milk is sweating again. Sorry. Now she's mad! I think it's kind of amazing how hard he wants to work on his acting, though. Nonetheless, a parent can't help but worry. A child alone late at night, anything could have happened to him. And indeed it did. He got himself entangled in this case. He said nothing happened, right? He did, although I can't help but wonder if he was telling the truth. Alright, let's start pressing him about last night. Alright. Press him about messing up on a couple takes. No hard feelings. It was just bad. think? You drink too much milk, maybe? Nothing like that. Cease to drink more milk. So it might be more accurate to say that his stomach had a bad day. I thought milk was supposed to be good for your digestion. Not in that amount. Point is, I messed up those takes. Okay, so let's press him about reshooting the scene. So you wanted to rehearse your lines in preparation for the reshoots. I caused enough trouble for everybody messing things up the first time around. I wasn't about to do that again. I'm a pro! One can only admire his dedication and his sense of responsibility to his co-workers. Sean takes his work so seriously, he's a real inspiration to everybody. Even the takes he said he messed up, it wasn't like there was actually a problem. He just wanted to make them as good as they could be. He always says that even a tiny bit better is... Penny's an admirer. Could maybe work his people skills a little bit more. First of all, who would let that keep be alone at night? I think he snuck out. Because he was supposed to be at the hotel, but I think he just snuck out. On his own. That's why Penny was trying to watch over him. I don't think anyone let him. I think he snuck out. Alright, so let's press him about the extra practice. About what you just said. I mean, I was gonna make a promise. If you're gonna rehearse on your own, you have to tell me. I know. That little outburst rather stole my thunder. Let me ask you again about what you just said. I think it's pretty cool though. Why does everyone keep interrupting him? Kay, not right now! Not right now, Kay! Kay, I'm proud of you, but not right now! Kay! Hey, can we continue? Do you have to rehearse alone? It's not like I haven't done it before. It was fine, nothing happened. Let's press that. You sure about that? You mean, of course I'm sure. It was just a regular evening, nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, but let's not talk about... Let's not talk about the fact that there was a dead body, okay? We already know that. Okay, so... think... Alright. Here's what we're gonna have to do. Let's present... the tape of his rehearsal.
Objection!
And we got a condescending shoulder shrug, and nothing happened. I'm sorry, but you're lying. This proves it beyond a doubt. How did I get it? It was left behind. That's right, your rehearsal tape. You have video footage from last night? I do, Agent Lang. You watch it. You'll see that it was no ordinary evening. There's a footprint there already. There is, and I'm not sure that's an everyday sight, even on a film set. Why would you keep this from me? It's okay, Cabal. No reason. That stuff might work on your mommy, but it's not gonna work on me. Why did you hide the tape? Look, I just didn't want anybody to see me rehearsing, okay? I don't like it. Asian, like, you're expecting a lot from like a 13-year-old. His thought process is not that complex. You were embarrassed? Is that it? Yeah, what's so weird about that? That's why you didn't hand over vital evidence? Sean, how could you? He's being tagged in! It's funny how his like backpack is filled entirely of milk. Isn't it gonna go bad? Isn't that why you're having stomach problems? You can't leave milk out in room temperature, Sean! Sure, the footprint was there, but I just read my lines and went home. That was it. Nothing about the giant monster footprint struck you as weird. It's giant monster footprint. On the set of a giant monster movie. It's not like there isn't all kinds of other weird stuff around here. I see. He's got a point right there. He's got a point right there. Both of you. I'm done talking. No, you're not done talking, Sean. I decide when you stop talking. Where are the police? Hanging out. Hanging out. Now stand by in case we need fingerprints run. The footprint isn't the only strange thing about last night. What other unusual occurrence happened yesterday evening? I'm not sure if I'm supposed to present the tape again, but I'm assuming... Let's present the tortoise, the head. The model of TAURUSAURUS' head fell from the roof of the trailer last night. Do you expect us to believe that you knew nothing about that? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that so? I told you, I ran my lines, I went home. That was it. What do I know about some stupid falling head? I forget he's 13. This kid isn't cooperating, send him to jail! If only we could. You say you can prove I know something? Sadly not. It's entirely possible the head fell off after Sean left. After stage is over? Something tells me he doesn't want to talk about last night anymore than it's absolutely necessary. What is he hiding? Hold it right there. What is it, Agent Lang? So it's just as I thought. Thanks, Mr. Prosecutor. This footage of yours backs up my theory nicely. Huh? Look closely. See the costume up in the top left? The TAURUSAURUS suit. Something's different. Do you see it? Huh? Just can't hang out looking a little saggy. The zipper on his back is done up tight. The zipper? Oh, it's open! On the tape, the zipper is wide open. Why? Because somebody's in Silas' suit, that's why. Mr. Powers, that zipper, what can you tell us about it? We always close it up tight when the suit isn't in use. Do you remember something else I said not so long ago? Let me refresh your memory. What if your friend Gavel pushed the president off the big building the night before last, and then came down here to movie set and hid the body somewhere? He's talking about hiding the body in the costume. You're saying the body could have been hidden in the TAURUSAURUS suit. Exactly what I'm saying. Is that right, Gavel? Pushed the president off the roof just like I said. He hid his body inside the costume. She most certainly did not! Protest all you like, I'm not going to believe you. You're the only person who could have done this. Thought we already proved that would have been possible? The movie set was locked at the time. There's no way Judge Gavel would have been able to get in here. What if she had an accomplice? Oh. He's assuming the kid helped his mom did it. Alright. Mother and child murderers. Alright, as much as I would love to get into this with you, Asian Lane, as much as I would love to get into this with you right now, we're very close to the 3-hour mark, and I feel like if I go into this, we're going to be here for a long while. I'm going to have to press, I'm going to have to do some objections, and that is going to make us go over time quite a bit. So as much as I would love to have this argument with you right now, I'm going to table that. I'm going to table that for another time. Next week. We're going to table that for next week. Alright. let us now go back to the title screen. All right. Wow. Made a lot of progress today. We managed to stop the ploy to get Fifi off the hook scot-free. And Eustace have done the most character development in about 45 minutes than any other character has ever done. That quickly on my channel. So that's kind of cool. The plot thickens. What do you think of the story so far, Dmitry Polyakov? You have anything to say? The kitty says, meow. I don't know what that means. Take that how you will. But that is it for today. We will be back next Wednesday, I think, with more Ace Attorney investigation. I will be off on Saturday because I have the pleasure of playing chauffeur and taking someone to the airport once more. But we'll be back on Sunday. With more Persona 3 Reload. I have now leveled my entire team to level 99, so we are ready, I hope, for the promised day. Ami-Mare indeed. Have a great day or great night wherever you are. Stay chill, stay safe, stay cool. And I will see you guys at my next stream. Good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.